I want to thank Mal. I want to thank all of you in the Bronx chapter of the Alliance of South Asian American Labor, Mal Misbah-Uddin, Karim Chowdhury, and so many others who make this organization the great organization that it is. Now, I believe in your community. You are the future. Immigrants from around the globe, from South Asia, from Bangladesh, are the future of our country. People work so hard to find a place. People come from far away, tens of thousands of miles. It's a different country. It's a different language. It's a different customs. But because you want to make a better life for yourselves and even more importantly for your children, you come here. And we respect that so. And you have so built up the Bronx, as our Vanessa Gibson, our wonderful borough president, she's not here anymore, but as wonderful borough president can attest, and as our great elected officials here can attest, you have done so much for this community. You are the American dream. And I have something I'm very proud of. You know, I'm very proud of the fact that we have put on the federal bench communities of color, people who were never represented before. Today we finished the hearings of the first African American woman to be on the U.S. Supreme Court. And I recommended here from the Bronx to President Obama a woman named Sonia Sotomayor to be the first Latina on the Supreme Court, and she's doing a great job. But guess who I also recommended? The first Bangladeshi to ever become a federal judge, who is now in the process of becoming that judge, Nusrat Chowdhury. And the second Muslim there. I also have fought so hard because I believe in immigrants from all over the world. And when President Trump announced his Muslim ban, I called together some of the great Muslim leaders and stood with them. And there was a woman who was talking about, with her 4 beautiful little children, how she might never see her husband again. And I got teary-eyed. I am an emotional person, as our great elected officials here can tell you. And I began to get tearful. So Donald Trump, being the mean man it is, he is getting a nickname, Crying Chuck Schumer. I was proud of that time. I was proud to show mercy. And ever since then, we have fought to help our Muslim Americans in this country, because you are great Americans, and you are the future, and you do represent us in so many different ways. So I believe in you. I will fight for you, just as our great elected officials here are. And Ms. Farias has her swearing in tomorrow, right? Yes, so some of us will be there as well. And I'm going to conclude by telling you a story about my father. It shows you what motivates me, okay? My grandpa worked in the paper mills up in Utica, New York, where my grandpa started the labor movement. He was one of the people who started the Paper Workers Union. Pearl Harbor occurs, my father enlists. He goes over to he goes to Asia, to Burma, actually, because they taught him radar. He scored very high on the test. They taught him radar, and he flew over the Himalaya mountains, flew over the hump from Burma. He got shot at a lot of times. He flew 25 missions. His only injury was he lost his hair. He got a parasite in Burma. When I became a congressman, he said to me, well, now that you're a congressman, can I get my Purple Heart? And I said, it's not for parasites. But he comes back to America. My grandpa had bought a little exterminating business in Brooklyn because he lost his job in Utica as a labor organizer in the Paper Workers Union. And the business was a horrible business. My father struggled so much for 45 years in that business. And I know how small business people struggle. So many of you are struggling as small business people. And I have great sympathy for small business people because I watched my father struggle. But the good news was when he was 68, he retired. He and my mom had 30 good years together. He passed away in November. But for those of you who have been close to your parents and lost them, particularly recently, you may know what I'm saying. He's still here with me. He's right here watching this happen and being so proud. And he never complained. He never resented people who might have gotten a better break than him. But he taught me two values that are right here with us, that motivate me. One, always help people who need help. And the more people need help, the more noble it is to help them. And second, he said, if you do the right thing and persist at it, God will reward you. That motivates me. It motivates me to help this great South Asian community. It motivates me to keep our democracy strong. It motivates me to help people who need help. And it will be, as long as I am majority leader, the South Asian community, the Bangladeshi community, will have a great friend in Washington as Chuck Schumer. Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you.
Come on, guys.
Yes, I do. Thank you.
Senator, this is from Assam.
It's a beautiful house.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
পিছন দিয়ে ছবিটা ওই সামনে গেল
Shall we bring up our elected officials?
সবাই পিছন
Guys, you guys want to help? You're asking to try. Natalie, you
সবাই সামনে গিয়ে দেখছেন অবস্থা
Who is Senator is calling you?
Karina, everybody, come up. Amanda, come. Gonzalez, get over here. Let's have these beautiful elected officials, our ladies here.
Let everybody go. Take the picture already.
behind, out of the picture already. If you move, then we can bring the new people here to take the picture.
So another person can take the picture, please.
Yes,
Please, who take the picture, please move.
Okay.
It's 1, 2, 3 times is enough. You get more time.
It's like a movie. Okay, thank you, everybody. Someone said one more. I said Arepa.
All right, guys, do me a favor, just pick up one.